Fall Winter 22 has come and gone.
And it's gone.
Some of the items from this year will go on to become future grails. And others may go on to be just chucked into a trash can later this year.
I feel like I'm chosen. I'm covered in gold.
Welcome back, friends, to another edition of Fauntleroy's Finest, and today I'm going to go over the top 10 items from Fall Winter 22. That's right, today I'm going to go through the items I think were the top 10 best items that Supreme put out this year.
Sorry, who the fuck are you?
Not necessarily sold out the fastest, not necessarily best resale. These are just the top 10 items that I liked best throughout this last season. Now, I know we are all aware that Supreme has now moved to Shopify. That means that botting is going to be a lot easier on Supreme than it has been in the past. You know what they say, if you can't beat them, join them. And if you have decided to pick up a bot for Spring/Summer 23, you're gonna need proxies. And our good friends at IP Royal got you covered. IP Royal is that one-stop shop for all your proxy needs. But Faunt, how's this gonna help me snag more box logo stickers? We all know the most popular items can sell out in under a minute.
Must go faster.
The folks over at IP Royal have some of the fastest proxies in town. Fast proxies lead to fast checkouts, which leads to you sitting in front of all those boxes of shoes instead of this guy. IP Royal's residential proxies come from real devices with real IP-issued connections. Bots can use these proxies to mask their activity and become indistinguishable from other regular shoppers. More importantly, by using proxies as close as possible to the website's physical servers. Botters can enjoy lower latency and complete their purchases faster when using IP Royal residential proxies. And IP Royal has blessed the channel with a 50% off code FINEST50, FINEST 50. Make sure that you use that code before the deal ends. You won't regret it. I've seen success from a lot of people using IP Royal proxies. I have not myself, but definitely I will be giving them a shot in the future. And if you do need any proxies at all, make sure you do so with IP Royal to say thank you for sponsoring Fauntleroy's Finest.
That's wonderful, thank you!
Alright, let's get into the list. Top 10 items from Supreme, Fall Winter 22. For the number 10 item on the list, I'm going all the way back to week 1, and the only t-shirt that makes this list, the Andre 3000 t-shirt. I think the Andre 3K photo tee is probably the best one that we've had in quite some time. No offense to Rick Rubin, but it's been a while since we've had a somewhat relevant artist on the front of one of these shirts. I really do hope that Supreme can find someone that actually makes music that people listen to in today's world to put on a photo tee for next season.
Damn.
But they can't take away 2022 from our friend Andre 3000. He's the top t-shirt of the year. Alright, now for the number 9 item of the season, I'm gonna go to the Gremlins collaboration and I'm gonna pick the Gremlins hockey jersey. That's right, I think it was one of the better hockey jerseys that they made this year. I definitely wanted to add one of the Gremlins items to this list, and the hockey jersey was my favorite of the bunch. In hindsight, I do believe the white one is probably executed a little bit better than the darker, but both jerseys are really cool, and I'd have to say that anyone that ended up buying these jerseys is probably happy with that purchase. Alright, here we go, the number 8 item of the Fall-Winter 22 season, the faux fur lined zip-up hooded sweatshirt. That's it, I know, let me hear it.
Ideas come from people who have dumb brains.
To me, this was just one of the best zip-up hooded sweatshirts that they put out this year. It has some really good branding on the back. It's not like extremely in your face, but it's not subtle either. It definitely says Supreme back there. Those colorways were really well done. This is now when we're getting into items that I regret not picking up when they came out originally.
I've made a huge mistake.
I have heard from folks that already bought them or folks that looked at them in store that they are very, very nice in hand. I believe the North Carolina blue colorway is doing the best on the resale market, but I think they're all doing okay. That fact, added with it's just one of the most wearable zip-up hooded sweatshirts that they've made, is the reason that this thing got stuck in at number 8. My number 7 item for the Fall-Winter 22 season is gonna be these puffer bags, specifically the puffer side bag. I know that anyone that picked these up for resale is very, very happy with themselves. The green version of these is going for like $200 or something to that effect. So good on you guys if you did pick them up for that. But I did have a few of these in hand, and they were very, very nice in hand. I almost wanted to keep one, but then I got a really good offer for it, and I just said, okay, $150, go ahead and take it.
always be closing.
It honestly makes me want to take a look at some of those backpacks that are still in stock on the site, the puffer backpack. But again, because this is a very usable item, because it had a really good resale margin, and it's just a nice wearable item from Supreme, it makes this list at number 7. Alright guys, for the number 6 item of the week, I gotta put something from the Doughboy collaboration on this list, and that something is gonna be the Doughboy cookie jar. That's right, I think it's the most iconic item from the collaboration that came out this year. I don't think it's doing gangbusters on the resale market, but I do think it is a really cool item. Obviously, I'm biased. I bought one. I just think it's a really neat, unique little item. They're not going to make these ever again, so this was a one and done. And now I have a place to put all those extra Supreme Oreos that I ordered.
Cookie, 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 me love cookie.
Speaking of unique accessories, the number 5 item is going to be this gumball machine. Like I said, this gumball machine is a super unique piece. And the big plus, this comes with Supreme gumballs. I don't think you're ever going to be able to replace those Supreme gumballs. So maybe you take that bag of Supreme gumballs, throw it in the back, and just put regular gumballs in the Supreme gumball machine.
Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
You only bring out the Supreme gumballs for the special people. But this is just another iconic item that's just been rebranded into its own Supreme glory. So I'm a really big fan of these, and anyone that was able to grab one, good on you. The number 4 item of the Fall/Winter 22 season, I'm just going to go ahead and throw them in here. The box logo, the crew neck box logo.
How original.
I think they did a pretty decent job with these, although crew necks just aren't where it's at really as much as they used to be. I don't really think that these crew neck box logos helped the crew neck game out that much. Maybe even hurt the box logo game a little bit. But there were some good colorways. That gray one was really nice. The green one looks cool. And, you know, for every one of those, there's also a zebra colorway. Obviously, it's the piece that people ask about before the season even starts, so that's why the box logo has to be on the top 10 list. Alright, here's where I start getting the hate mail. The number 3 item on my Fall/Winter 22 season's top 10 list, all the way back from week 12, the box logo Kowichin sweater.
All my friends hate me and they think I'm an idiot. Have a nice day!
Yeah, I know you're just like a walking business card, the logo with the phone number on the back, but the quality of this sweater is so high-end. You just need to grab it, just nuzzle it a little bit, maybe like a little kitten, you know, how you knead in the dough. You just knead it a little bit with your paws, and you feel real good. You feel real good doing that. This thing is a really high-end sweater. $500 price point obviously tells you that it's a decent sweater. Made by a special, fancy little factory in Canada. Pretty sure it's run by elves of some type, maybe like Keebler adjacent. And all they do is make these fancy sweaters. And lucky for us, they made one for Supreme this year. And it ended up somehow as the number 3 item on the list for this season. Alright folks, you know it was coming. The number 2 item on this list was probably the most controversial item of the year. That's gonna be this Nuns skate deck / the Nuns tee.
That was so terrible, I think you gave me cancer.
Now, I love Sean Cliver, and I feel like this shirt brings back the old school Supreme vibe. I know some of you guys thought, oh my god, it's so awful, it's bad, they're making fun of nuns. Now, you don't even know if these ladies are actually nuns, or maybe they're just dressed up. It could be Halloween. Who really even knows? Think whatever you want. This is a classic Sean Cliver image, and when I was first able to take a look at this image, it gave me the shudder of old Supreme down my spine.
Ooh, I just got the chills.
All that being said, you know I love the Sean Cliver stuff. It was gonna make the list somewhere, and I'm throwing it all the way up at number 2 because I think it just made the biggest impact of any item for the entire season. Now, before I tell you my number 1 item of the Fall/Winter 22 season, let's take a look at some honorable mentions that just missed out on the list. The shearling flannel shirt, the satin applique hooded sweatshirt, the Supreme Nike SB Blazers, the Supreme aluminum domino set, and of course everyone's favorite fragile Supreme item, the tea set.
Good day, losers.
And now for the item I think is the best item from the Supreme Fall/Winter 22 season. In hindsight now, this has become my favorite collaboration of the year, and I'm talking about the Great China Wall collaboration. I think all of the pieces in this collaboration are really nice, but my favorite piece from the collaboration is going to be the jacket. Both the teal and the black jacket are really, really nice items. I think all the pieces from this collaboration are doing really well, but I do know that the jackets are going for a fair amount because I've been eyeballing them ever since they came out. Kicking myself every day that I didn't pick one up for retail. I really want to pick up that teal jacket one day. If I'm gonna buy some kind of item for stupid resale money, it's gonna be something like that. So congratulations to the Great China Wall Company. They made it to the top of my 2022 list. I know, it's very exciting. You can put it down on the website next to all the other awards that you've won this year.
I gotta add this to my Tinder profile.
Well, there you go. There is my list. How does yours differ from this one? Let me know in the comments down below what item you think I left off the top 10 list that should be there.
It's bad. Real bad.
Maybe you're mad I missed the nail polish. Or maybe it's because I didn't talk about your fancy little doll. Whatever it is, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys again for watching the video, and if for some reason you haven't gotten your fill of Fauntleroy in your life today, well, then you should check out these videos right here.
You ain't trap enough before I rap. I had some racks put up.